It's been nearly a decade since a man was accused of shooting and killing 3 people at a Colorado Springs Planned Parenthood. The case has been on hold since then, and tonight there's another obstacle preventing it from moving forward.
Attorneys are awaiting a decision from a federal court after an appeal was filed by the defense to stop the suspect from being forcibly medicated. Today, the U.S. Court of Appeals heard arguments from both sides.
Denver 7's Christian Lopez breaks down the latest on the case.
The case has been in limbo for 8 years because the suspect, Robert Deere, was found incompetent to stand trial. Well, now the argument is whether or not he'll be forced to take medication in order to be able to do that.
Hey, we need a sniper in here!
It has been nearly a decade since 3 people were killed in a shooting at a Colorado Springs Planned Parenthood. And still no justice for any of the victims' families after the suspect, Robert Deere, was found incompetent for trial in 2016.
You'll never know what I saw in it.
Psychologist Jennifer McMahon says a mental health issue or diagnosis can make it incredibly difficult for a case to move forward.
If competency is raised, then what that typically does is puts a hold on somebody's case. It's kind of just a stop to ensure that when they move forward with the case, the individual is afforded their due process rights. So they really have an understanding of the legal system, how to assist in their defense.
Last September, a U.S. district judge determined that Deere could be forcibly medicated to try to restore him to competency. But his defense filed an appeal to prevent that from happening.
That's part of the difficulty associated with forced medication, right? There's this idea that this person may not be able to really understand how medications could be helpful and agreeing to them. But at the same time, there's the other side of that that folks are worried that it could affect somebody's autonomy and ability to make independent decisions too is being taken away.
McMahon says forced medication in this case seems to be a last resort.
When somebody's being held up by competency, it's the court's requirement to really consider all options, less intrusive options than forced medication.
Thursday morning, the U.S. Court of Appeals heard arguments from both sides about whether or not to force Deere to take medications. It's now up to them to decide what'll happen next.
And so the court has the responsibility of really factoring in, is this appropriate? Does this person require medications in order to move forward with their case? I think the hope is that for everybody that these things get resolved quickly, but that unfortunately isn't always the reality of some of these circumstances.
And now that the oral arguments have been made before the U.S. Court of Appeals, the court will have to issue a decision, but we don't know how long that could take. I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.